call that API, why we are using map, what is the use of these two parameters, then why we are not using f.label here, also how to call that and store that data using useState, how to get the current index of the value. So let's get started. First, we will see how to create a data or API. For that, we have to simple the way we create a component. We have to use a const value, then variable name equal to. We will mostly use methods to create an API is an array of object. Then you have to simply write a bracket, and inside that you have to write a curly bracket, give the key value pair name. That's it. Based on your requirement, you can change it the data. After creating this, you have to export using export default your variable name. Then you have to import it here. Import variable name, which is file data from .filedata.js. This is a file name. Then we have created another function, const folder. It's you can call it as a component. Then const fdata, set fdata is going to use file data. File data is a variable name which we have imported here. Then this is a variable and this is a function. After this, we have used a map function because we have to show all the labels here. If we not write a map function, then see what will happen. It will just show the first data. First C, like f data f data dot label. It is not showing. It is showing the content name. You can see this name is showing here, but the label name is not showing. Why? Because it is stored in array of an object. If it's directly stored in an object, then you can call it like this. Suppose here you can see. If it's stored in as an object, then you can directly call it like this. But if it's stored in an array, then you have to write like this. Now, the question is how we can show all the label at once. In that scenario, map come into picture. Just a minute. In that scenario, map came into picture. So we will comment out this and we will recommend this. We can see that we get all the label name which we have created here. Next step. That fdata.map, how to create this, I will show you once again. Let f data dot map. Inside this, we will pass two parameter, which is item comma, index. Item is used to store the current value, index is used to store the current position. Then inside this, we will write a return. Why return? Because we have used a curly bracket after arrow. If we will not write, then we don't need to write return function, we can directly call it. But this is a better approach. Return diff. Inside this, we will pass f. We can't use this function name here because this is an arrow function. This store an array. So we need to write item dot label. Store the current value. If you can get it. Yeah, suppose if I write f data, what will happen? F data. It will show nothing. Item. That's it. So now what we want, when we click on any of the tab or any of the text, then it will show the particular text content only. Okay, so how to do that? First, here I've created another div element. Inside that I've passed f data current index, where we are getting current index from here. It will show the current item of the value. Okay, then we are checking if it's present or not. After that, we use a content key or a variable key or a value name. Content key or the value. Based on our current index, it will show the value. So let's create one on click function. On click, on click, on click, on click. Yeah. On click, inside this, we will write handle click, and this. Now we want a particular index value. Based on index value, it will check the current index and it will show the content. Okay. So if we pass something inside the parameter, then we have to wrap it into a callback function. Handle click this. So here we get the index value. Whatever whatever text we will click, it will give us the index value. Okay. Next, inside handle click, I've already created this function. So const handle click, this is the variable name which we have. Then index, which I have written here. Then we are setting current index value. We are setting the index value into in the current index value. Based on that, it will show the data. So let's check this. What will happen if we write index plus 1? Index plus 1. It's not working. Okay, so let's try once again. Set current index is equal to index plus 1. If you can see that it is showing the wrong data and it hides the element. And if we write if current index is less than equal to 0, Control C, Control X. Let's see. Refresh it. Check this. Not 0. Index. Okay, let's check this. Basically, I'm checking the multiple ways. What are the ways that we can do it? Current index. Wait. Current index is less than index, then current index plus 1. Current index plus 1. Okay. Let's try this out. Current index is not defined. Okay. Variable name is equal. If you can see that it's clicked just once, means it's working in forward. It's working forward, but it's not working backward click. So why we are hitting set current index? Because we are setting the index value into current index. That's it. That's it for this video. Hope you like this video. One more part is remaining. We are getting this. Each child in a list should have a unique key prop. How to resolve this? Simply pass a key value in index. Simply pass the index value in key. You can see here are the score. That's it for this video. Hope you like this video. Bye bye.